Hey, it's Dr. Keisha here, and today I want to show you how to open a brokerage account at Vanguard. So, number of reasons why you may want to do this. Number one, you want to roll over an old 401k from a previous employer. So, you'll need to open a new account at Vanguard or some other provider to do that. Or number two, if you're just ready to trade stocks on your own outside of a workplace retirement account, you need a brokerage account. I use Vanguard. And so today I'm going to show you how to do that on Vanguard. Type in Vanguard.com. It's going to refer you to the site investor.vanguard, where you'll typically choose if you're a personal investor or if you are a corporate client. So I'm at the personal investors page, and then I'm going to click on open an account up at the very top of the window. Open an account. Now, I'm going to open a new account because most people who are here for the first time will need to do that. If you already have assets at Vanguard, then you can just start or transfer or roll over into an account that you already have. But for this purpose of this video, we're going to start a new account. How will you fund it? So to trade stocks, obviously you have to have money in the account. So the first way to do that is through electronic bank transfer. Basically, that's just moving money from your checking or savings into your Vanguard account. Of course, we just talked about rolling over. Or third, you can transfer investments from another financial firm. So most likely you're going to do the electronic bank transfer, which you're familiar with, I'm sure. So we'll continue because we don't have a login yet. Now, this screen just basically tells you the process. The first thing you're going to need is your bank account number and your bank account routing number. Once you have those two things, I want you to also make sure you have maybe some previous addresses, make sure you have a correct zip code, your social security number, and then that should get you started. Now, here's the process. First, you're going to choose the account type, which we know we're doing in this video, just general investing, because we want to buy and sell stocks and bonds on the stock market. And so we need just a general investing account. Second, you're going to complete an application. So you're going to put in your social security number, your address, all your personal information. The system will try to verify your identity. If it can't verify your identity online, they will send you some follow-up information in the mail. This process takes a few days, so make sure that you start it well before you want to actually make a trade. This can take 3 to 7 business days for your account to open and to be fully funded. Now, select the type of account you'd like to open. We would like to open a general investing account. If you don't have a Roth IRA anywhere, you can open a Roth IRA here as well. And you know that you can invest up to $6,000 per year, depending on your income, into a Roth IRA. That's after-tax money, so it's not something that you would do through your paycheck at work. You would do that outside of it. So you could do that following the same process, and you would choose a retirement IRA. But today we're going to choose general investing. General investing if you're opening the account on your own. If you're married or if you have another adult that you'd like to be on the account for your own specific reasons, you would choose joint. Or if you have a trust, you can choose trust. I have a trust. That's where my brokerage account is under. My assets are under a trust. So that may be something that you're interested in. You have to have the trust before you can choose trust here. If you want more information about that, I have a blog on my website, 5 documents you need before you die. So you can read up on that and then hire an attorney to help you draft those documents. So click individual and continue. Now, this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices because this is where you're going to start putting in your specific information. All right. Once you get in your personal information, it's going to ask about your banking information. Once you enter all that and everything's good to go and you submit your application, over the next couple of days, you will receive 2 small deposits into your bank account. Don't worry, they're not yours to keep. Just 2 deposits so that Vanguard can ensure that you have access to that account. Okay? Once you see those 2 deposits, you'll come back to Vanguard and you'll enter the exact amounts that were deposited. Once they receive that, they will take the money back out of your account, but both transactions will be less than $1. So it's nothing substantial, but that is just another security measure for you and all of us to ensure that the right bank account is linked to your brokerage account. And once you do that, you're ready to go. So during this process, when you put in your banking information, think about how much money you want to start with. You don't have to start with a lot. You can start with a small amount of money to begin with, $500, but you at least want to start with the amount that it's going to take to make a trade. So in Trade Wages for Stocks, we will learn how to trade index funds. Index funds come in the form of, at Vanguard, VTI or VOO. You can do your own research. That's the total stock market index fund or the S&P 500 index fund. And I'll teach you all about those in our Trade Wages for Stocks workshop, which is coming up. So make sure you enroll if you're not already. And I'll teach you all about those index funds and why we use index funds versus picking individual stocks for this particular purpose of early retirement. Trading stocks is something you can get into, trading individual company stocks, but this is a great first step with index funds. So VTI right now is costing somewhere between $200 and $250. So maybe you fund with $250. If you want to do the S&P 500, you'll need a little bit more money to buy one share of that ETF. So that gets you started. Go ahead, complete your application, fund it, and I will see you in the workshop.